What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another solo leveling rise video. Folks, shadows, brand new shadow has just come out, so we're going to talk a little bit about the shadows, the new meta for the shadows, if there is a new meta. We're going to talk about Jimma, the new shadow himself, plus the brand new material and how to acquire it and how to push your limit further for your combat power. Now, this is going to be the fastest growth for combat for you, period. There's nothing here that's going to push your account any further than this. Okay, so this is going to be a big deal for a lot of you, and the reason why you want to focus on this is, again, when the new WOBL comes out next month, you'll be prepared to finish easy, normal with relative ease, and then of course prepare yourself for the top 1000, 3000, etc. when WOBL hard mode comes out with Valtair, and then eventually the hell is Rock Passa, but that dude, when that comes out in November, I think, December, whatever the case is, and you're all set to go. So let's talk a little bit about the shadow system, the newest shadow, how to boost your power the most, and get the most bang for your buck as a free-to-play player or a pay-to-win player. Either way, this is going to help you guys hopefully understand what you should be looking for in the new shadow. So let's go look at Jimma first. So Jimma just came out. We're going to focus a little bit on him, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about the actual shadows themselves and what the new meta is. And you guys can see there's a brand new material called Shadow Wave, which has now been introduced to push your shadows past the 150 army. Now, before we go any further, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4 codes. Okay, so we got 3 codes here. This one here is, forget about that one. We have to choose between these two. I chose the 2000 Essence Stones. 3 more codes on the way, guys. So if you haven't done so, click that support button, get yourself into the support program. I'll be sending out codes as soon as they are here. That way you guys will get everything you need in terms of resources for free. And of course, the season has just started, so we got even more codes on the way, guys. So all you gotta do is click that support button. It's absolutely free. Get yourself some free codes, and I'll be sending those codes out on a daily. Remember, you can use only 1 code per account, and then more codes on the way. And when I send those codes out, you can use those as well. Shout out to my top 10 as usual. I love you guys. And of course, everyone else who's supporting as well, all the way down to the last 4,079th member. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Continue doing it. I'll continue sending you guys some codes. All right, let's get into the actual shadows. All right, so if you were watching the Sharp live stream, I kept calling this man a sushi. That's right, I kept saying it. There's a reason why, because, I mean, let's be real. He is a Naga who is a giant fish man, and quite honestly, I don't think he brings much to the table. So let's talk about him and why I think this, and why I think he's a very bad shadow right now, as of now, but may change, of course, down the line. And not to mention that he's a little bit more of a selfish character, and I think his Shadow Authority is a little bit off for the most meta characters right now. He does help Thomas a little bit, but for the most part, he's not that great. And let's talk about this. Okay, so first off, you can see his skills. Basic attack, just the damage, right? Damage, right here. Okay, this is where it kind of changes. So Jimma's Rage. The user releases a breath toward the ground to create a massive wave on attack. Damage does this. Using the skill, it grants the user a shield to the entire team. So everybody gets a shield. That's actually not that bad. So when you're running units like Thomas or anybody who needs a little bit more survivability, he's actually not a bad unit. Now, this is a skill, so that's a good thing. It's not a Shadow Authority, so you can definitely have him as a backup if you need to have some survivability, or if anybody scales off of shields, and duration is 20 seconds. Now, it's only equal to 5,000. I'm not sure what 5,000 is. I'm assuming 5,000% of his attack, maybe. So I don't know why they worded it that way. And then over here you can see his passive. When a shield is activated, it triggers the attack increase effect. So I want to make this absolutely clear, guys. The armament effect, the weapon effect, is just for him. It's just for him. So it will increase his damage when there's a shield activated, not anyone else's. Okay, this is not a team buff. This is a selfish buff, which kind of makes the weapon very useless, unless for some odd reason Jimma hits harder than anybody else, which I don't think is going to be the case. So the weapon itself is really just going to be used for a little bit more damage, plus of course the combat power boost to your account. That's mostly where that's going to come from. And then of course here, the Shadow Authority here increases the entire team's attack by 5%, which again is not the worst, right? Because if you look at Beru, for example, he also gives you guys Shadow Authority at 5%, but he also gives crit damage. So I'd rather choose that any day over this. But at the same time, don't forget, he does increase shield acquisition chance by 13%. And what that is essentially, for those who don't understand, is your shield amount grows by 13%. It's very small. It's a very small percentage. But again, the only person that really scales off of this right now that I can think on top of my head is Thomas. That's it. Nobody else. So unless there's more characters coming out with the shield acquisition chance, which I don't think they will do very often. He's only really going to be useful for one unit, and that's Thomas. And even then, Thomas scales off of defense, not attack, so you don't really want to use him as a main. So Shadow Authority, fairly useless right now. But again, Netmarble's notorious for bringing out shadows or units that are going to be useful for future content. So you may see something more down the line that may help with future content using Gemma as the main authority. But as it stands right now, he's probably one of the worst shadows that have been released in a very, very long time. And that's really sad to say, because I love sushi, but this is one sushi I'm going to have to skip off the menu and not kind of use at all. When it comes down to it, he's just going to be a backup shadow for power. All right, that's pretty much it. That is the get his weapon up, get his skills up, get everything you need up specifically for power purposes, guys. But that's as far as I would go. I wouldn't push any further. So this is what I'm doing personally. I'm selecting all, go +3, 3, and then stop right here. I'm gonna craft everything up to this point, and then just level it all up. Bam, there it is, 1,435, and that right there will give me an achievement, right, which you guys just saw right here. Got another 10 of those. And then, of course, the achievement for the battle tier. Hopefully, we'll push that a little further. We're almost there. So, next battle tier is almost 2.86. I'm at 2.838. Okay, we'll talk more about this UI very, very shortly, guys, in a different video. But this one here, we're going to focus on shadows. Now, there is a new aspect to this, of course, as mentioned, and that is the ability to get your shadows past 150. All right, there's a brand new material. You guys can see I can't go any further until I do this, and this is a couple different ways. Number one, Shadow Enforcer will allow you to do this, and as well as Battlefield of Time, and there's another place you can also do it, and that's buying it from the shop. So let's talk a little bit about this and go over everything and where you acquire this. So first off, I believe Guild Shop, I don't know if Guild Shop has it actually. Let me double check. Excuse me, I apologize for that cough. If I scared anybody, I'm sorry. Here we go. Let me go to the shop. Let's go to the exchange. I don't know if this place has it. I was just double checking because I don't think it did. Yeah, this place does not have it. So this place is definitely one place you can't get it. Nothing new there. Let's go to the shop. I'm pretty sure you can buy it for pay to win players. I think there's a place to buy this right now to just push through yourself. Let me just double check to make sure I'm accurate on what I just said. I'm pretty sure I saw this somewhere. It wasn't here. Let's see, check in. No, that's not it. Special growth. Was it here? Was it here? Let's see. Nope, I don't see it there. Exchange shop. There it is, right there. Okay, so there you guys go. So pay to win players, 1 per account. If you were to buy this, for example, right? Anyone who wants to buy this and you get the coins for it. So let's say you get these 10 coins. This is a place you can actually purchase 10 of them right away, push that account further and get past the 150 mark. So anyone who's pay to win, I think this is a no-brainer. Save yourself some time, get through this and get these out of the way, and now you're rolling. Okay, so that's one place to get it. Special place, I don't think there's anywhere special here that you can get it, even under growth. I don't think it exists. Yeah, it's nothing there. Transcendent growth, I don't even think it's here either. So that we know is not there. And then for exchange shop, I don't think it's here. They did mention it is going to be in Battlefield of Time. So if you look at Battlefield of Time, you're going to see it right there, 120. So you can be a little more patient, get this and get all 10 of them, right? So that right there is 20. I mean, if you go to 10, you're going to need 1,320, which is actually even less than that, 1,200, which is super easy to get. That's one good Battlefield of Time, and you're rolling in those, so you can push forward. So that's probably your best spot, guys. So save up for that, get the material there, and get it done. Now, Shadow Enforcers apparently does have it as well. I have to double check to see where that exists, because I'm pretty sure I didn't see it yet. So it might be because I need to level this up. So special tasks need to get more levels up. So if I go to my section here, I probably need to push this for 1 more. If I can push this for 1 more, it might be able to push special tasks and get myself for these to pop up at some point. They're probably going to be super rare, but it might be available in that section. So you guys can see here, this section here is probably what you want to focus on when it comes down to your Shadow Enforcer. So make sure you do that. Now, that will push your account further. That will give you more power, and then that will get you guys rolling in with more battle power or CP, whatever you want to call it, right? So there you guys go. That's pretty much it. So the meta now, has it changed? No, it has not. The meta has not changed. Igris will still be the main shadow for the most part. Bestie will still be the second best shadow. Third best shadow is, depending on the situation, will either be Beru or Skull, depending on what you're fighting. And in some situations, you're going to want to throw in like Serbi or Big Rock for the Shadow Authority. It's very rare for those ones nowadays, but I would say it still is 1, 2, 3, where's Beru? 4, and then 5 for Kaisel. and then the rest are just super niche at this point. So shadows, guys, in terms of shadows, not much has changed. Everything else pretty much stays the same. The meta is going to remain the same, so all that stuff is not really going to change very much. So make sure you check that out. Focus on the same ones you've been focusing on, guys. Don't worry too much about the rest. You guys can see right here, like I got 1,490. I'm going to go ahead and use those points right now and get myself past the 150 mark. You guys can see I'm going to buy this, so we'll go to the shop, and then we're going to go down to the bottom. And we're going to go to Battlefield of Time. We're going to grab these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of them. Right? We're going to grab some of these as well. Boom. We're going to go ahead and summon. See if we can get into A5, guys. So let's do that first. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Nope. We're going to go solo leveling, guys. This is solo. I'm going to get him through one solo summon. It's going to happen. Let's get it. Nope. We're getting close every time. That's gonna, nope. One more. Oh, let's see. That's a no. Okay, yeah, we'll move for one more. It's 5 summons. Purple's gonna fake out. Oh, no purple. Where are we at? 68 out of 80, guys. I might lose the 50-50. What did I get last time? I don't even know. Hold on. What was my, I'm pretty sure it was him. Yeah, he was him. Okay, so I could actually lose the 50-50 here, which is terrifying, to be honest. So I'm saving these for him in case I don't get him. Past A4, I'm saving. Here, I'm saving for the weapons as well. I'm going to focus on getting some of those fire weapons. But yeah, let's go back here. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, you know what? Did these, sorry guys, one sec. Did these reset yet? No, they have not. Okay, yes, want to see if they reset. All right, so Shadow Authority. So Shadow Army, sorry. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and level up. You guys can see here, you need 10 for each extra level, right? So you guys can see I got now there, right, that level there. If I go to battle tier, I don't know if that pushed me high enough for the next tier. Almost. But there you guys go. So all of your efforts for Battlefield of Time is going to go towards that Shadow Army, just to build it up as much as you possibly can. Most of you guys should have more than enough of this now, Shadow Energy material. What you're all going to be waiting for now is the Shadow Waves, and of course, if you're lacking gold, some extra gold. All right, guys, this is Payne. Please leave a like, subscribe, notifications. Also, don't forget, guys, Pokemon Discord. Join the Discord. It's linked to every single chat. I'm doing a lot of rip and ships. I have a lot of sealed product. I have a lot of Mega Evolutions. We pulled 2 gold cards in less than 300 packs, guys. That's $1,200 for some. So for one subscriber, shout out to Monarch who won that, and then $1,200 for my own, because I got that as well too on stream. And anyone who else is buying is getting a lot of good hits. So please join. I've got a lot of incredible Pokemon packs available, old, new, Mega Evolutions, etc. And be part of the live streams and join and check out the shop to get yourself some product as well. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.